Twin Cities Adventures here, and in today's video we're going to do about a 2.5 month update on the habitat that we built for our bearded dragon, Jormungandr. This is Jormungandr's habitat. It's a 40-gallon aquarium. It's even labeled. Sam got the label maker out again, I see. And right off the bat, we do have 3 lights on here. We have a heat lamp, we have a daylight, and we have a plant light right here and here. Let's take a look at Jormungandr's habitat. If you watched our last video, you can see how we built this, and we made a couple of modifications. This is the end result right now. So everything is moved back so Jormungandr can sit under the heat lamp, which it's nice and warm here, or just the daylight, which right here, he likes being on this branch. He usually sleeps there at night. I'll show you a clip of him sleeping right now. And the substrate, we pushed all the plants to the back and they seem to be thriving. Here is a clip of the cactus is actually blooming a new sprout here. And I'll show you some other clips later on of the plants. But the habitat is doing well. We did let go some super worms, and you saw that in our last video. And the end result is that they did cocoon up and they turned into black beetles. And I'll show you a couple clips of that right now. Every once in a while, I'll just take a cup of water and I'll water the plants and a few other spots in the habitat. That way the springtails can thrive and the plants can thrive also, and any other bug that is living in the substrate. Jormungandr mostly eats mixed vegetables, blueberries, some fruit. He loves radishes and red cabbage, but look what's underneath his food container. That's where I see the isopods and the springtails scurrying around. There is an earthworm under there. There's also a centipede that just took off right there on the middle lower part of the screen there. But yeah, their springtails are all under here with the isopods all the time, and I can see they're thriving, so that is good. They'll eat any decayed food or any breakdown in the habitat, and then the springtails will eat any mold or mildew that is forming inside the habitat that I don't see or know about, so that will give it optimum protection from everything. And you never know what you don't see, so it's best to have a habitat that is self-contained and thriving. Here, I just lifted it up again. There goes another centipede up at the top there. And then if you zoom in here, and I'll zoom in here, and then you can see the isopods and the springtails running around. Let's see, the springtails are... There's one in the middle of the screen. Nice little colony that formed in there and has survived. It's 2.5 months later. Usually when I lift up the container, they kind of scurry, but after a while they don't really care anymore. And moving right along, here's our aloe vera plant that's really thriving. It's healthy. And as you can see in the backdrop here, oh wait, here's a seed that grew, so a little sprout growing there. Gave me an idea. I should put some more seeds in there and watch them grow. Give Jormungandr something to look at. But the backdrop is a plant backdrop. It's just a picture from a fish tank store. And I think Jormungandr likes being surrounded in the plant life background. I would if I was in there. And here's Jormungandr loves being Pat on the head and his little tummy rub, so he's super happy every time he gets attention. And we'll give Jormungandr some snacks. Here we picked up this giant tweezers from the pet store. It's a really nice tool for handing food over to Jormungandr. So Samuel will, he's already got his mouth open waiting for the snacks. Yum, yum, yum. He loves live snacks. It's such a good treat for him. And here we have some dubia roaches, and we're going to dip those in a calcium supplement. That way we keep Jormungandr nice and healthy. Sometimes Jormungandr likes to be fed with the tweezers, and sometimes he likes you to drop the roaches or the superworms on the ground so he can chase after them and hunt them also. Even more so, he loves chasing after crickets and hunting those and eating those. Either way, it's so gratifying watching him eat live food because you can tell he's so happy. Here's a view of the habitat. As you can see, the nice big open front so he can like roam around and hunt. So if you do your setup properly and give your dragon places to bask and places to walk around and hunt, then they're probably going to be happier. Don't overcrowd your tank or your habitat with too many things. Give them some space. Jormungandr does like this nice big area to kind of sprawl out in, and sometimes he'll dig around and, you know, who knows if he's going to hunt for beetles or bugs or worms or whatnot. You can see his little hammock back here is well used. He really likes that, made out of moss. And I'll just show you a few clips of Jormungandr's favorite things. He loves to eat beetles and bugs, worms. He likes his mixed salad, and he likes his heating pad, and he likes looking out the window. So without further ado, I'll show you some clips of how Jormungandr spends his day. If he's not in here, he's either on our shoulder. He's super cuddly and likes attention. He likes to wander around the house. He likes to play with the kitties, and we'll get to that right now. Jormungandr likes to sit on the footstool of the chair and look out the window and watch the squirrels and the birds outside. So he's always up there looking outside at the animals, and then the kitties are inside looking at Jormungandr look out the window. Jormungandr's so curious, he also loves checking out the parrots in the bird cage up here, and the birds, everybody's used to everybody at our house. Everybody has a good life here, so everyone gets along just fine. Jormungandr notices every time the camera's on him, he has to stop and look. Kiwi likes to play with Jormungandr, sit on his back sometimes, but Jack really likes hanging out with Jormungandr, especially on the heating pad. So we just bought this heating pad on Amazon. I'll add a link at the bottom of the video if you want to get a heating pad for your kitties or your dragon, and to this specific one if you're interested. Jackie just loves hanging out on the heating pad, you know, the kitty cat, and then same with Jormungandr. Like I said, everybody's used to everybody at our house. Everybody gets along just fine. Everybody gets a lot of attention, and they're well loved.